tonight by Smith Middle School.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dunkin' Donuts Park here in Hartford, Connecticut, as your Reading Fightin Phils travel on the road to face the Double-A affiliate of the Colorado Rockies here. Game number 1 of the 6-game set. I'm Emily Messina, bringing you all the action from the road. Thank you so much for joining me on a beautiful evening here in Colorado. Well, we're not in Colorado, though. We are in Connecticut. Sun is shining right now. It is about 82. I know it's a lot warmer in Reading and other places along, so I feel blessed that it is nice and beautiful today. Winds 13 miles an hour. They are pushing inside the ballpark from right to left right now. Interesting setup here at Dunkin' Donuts Park. The visiting radio booth is down the third base line. I'm about 5 or so feet up the line from the plate, so I can't really see much of left field. They do have a nice TV in here, so I can follow the game feed for plays that happen in left. But I can lean out the window a little bit and hopefully follow all the plays. But a little bit blocked down the third base line and into left. The visiting team, the Reading Fightin Phils, will bat first. Ali Castillo, who's really slid into the role of the leadoff hitter, will start us off. Jaylen Ortiz, Aldrim Corridor, and Logan Occamy in that cleanup spot. Josh Occamy bats fifth. Chris Sharp in that number 6 spot. And then Jack Conley, Kevin Vicuna, and Jonathan Guzman round out the 7 through 9. On the mound for the Yard Goats, righty Noah Goatsies, second Double-A start of the season. Spent the beginning of his season in Low-A Fresno. He'll be throwing a Willie Mciver back behind the plate. Heron in left. Daniel Montano, who's just joining the team today, in center. A last-minute switch as he and Doyle switch spots. Doyle in right. Shunk over at third. Tovar at short, Collins at second, and Michael Tolia at first. Castillo bumps this down to the left fielder, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. That's exactly how you want your leadoff guy to start things off. Castillo has been pretty dominant in his past 10 games. If we look at the stats from the past 10 games, batting .326 with 14 hits. Well, now you can make that 15 here as he gets himself on base for the designated hitter, Jaylen Ortiz. Reading trying to get on board first. They've had a tough time playing from behind these past few games, taking just 2 of 6 from the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Ortiz takes the first pitch, strike. Go Tees. Slips the ball below the strike zone. 1-1. Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders playing up. Ali Castillo shuffles off the bag at first, just a little bit. Goatse's on the third base side of the rubber, comes way inside to Jaylen Ortiz. And that's ball number 2. Reading, of course, in their road grace. They'll have the alternate road cap that's navy and red with the cursive white R on the front as Goatsy sets up. Glove at the waist, a runner on first. Nobody out. He comes home. Ortiz sends this foul over the roof and out of the ballpark. Sets in the righty batter's box. Open stance about as close to the plate as he can get without stepping on that line. Instead, Goatsy's going to go back over to first. Castillo was shuffling off the bag a little bit, but not too far. Speedy over at first. 3 stolen bases on the season. Michael Jones over there just celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday to our first base coach. Jones is instructing Castillo, and there he goes. The pitch, the throw. And Castillo gets caught up in the dirt, sliding into second. And I think manager Sean Williams is going to have a chat with Kellen Martin, who is the third base coach, Jen Powell over at first, and Tanner Moore back behind the plate. Sean's going to have a chat with Martin. A caught stealing and a strikeout. So strike him out, throw him out for the Yard Goats. Not exactly how Reading wanted to get things started, but alas, here we are with 2 outs and Aldrum Corridor up at the plate. Now he's homered in his past 2 games. First righty on lefty matchup. Takes the first pitch, swinging strike. They say Corridor violated the pitch clock here. I think he was in the batter's box, but you have to be in by 9 seconds. And now manager Sean Williams is going to have some words here, a little frustrated. I'm looking for the pitch clock. Oh, I see it. It's on the batter's eye. So we'll keep an eye out for this as Corridor goes up the middle. Tovar ranges over. There's the play. Reading gets a hit, but then Goatsies gets out of it, facing the minimum. On to the bottom of the first. Here we'll see Ethan Avanko for his first start of the season coming up in just a moment. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Just getting started here in Hartford as Reading got their first hit of the game, but they were sent down in order as we head into the bottom of the first inning. Ethan Avanko with his first start of the season. Now he's had a couple of others, 10 exactly, with the Philadelphia Phillies in a total of 48 appearances, but he hasn't had one this season. A spot start for Avanko. Reading has gone to the bullpen for a couple of starts this season. Bubby Rossman has actually slid into that role really nicely, but they'll go with Avanko here. The lefty making some changes as Jimmy Heron is going to be the leadoff batter, followed by Ezekiel Tovar, Michael Tolia, Aaron Schunk, Brenton Doyle, Daniel Montano, Willie Mciver, Daniel Cope, and Isaac Collins in that number 9 spot. Lefty on righty, Macho Avanko kicks and fires the first pitch outside. It's Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate tonight. Jack Conley getting the start in left, Chris Sharp in center, and Aldrum Corridor in right. Evanko kicks and fires, gets one on the outside corner. Ollie Castillo over at the hot corner, Guzman and Vicuna, the middle infielders, and of course, Josh Occamy over at first. Evanko comes home. There's a called strike. 1-2. He gets ahead in the count for Heron. I want to talk about some of the stuff that you don't see in the numbers is how good of a team this is as Evanko gets him to pop into foul territory. What I'm talking about is how much everybody here is willing to give to the game. You saw Logan Occamy had to take some time to get his gear back on. He was in the hole with the final out. Fraylin Magnetti, who's on the bench today, came out and caught some warm-up pitches for Evanko as Heron gets a piece of it to stay alive. There's nothing this team won't do for each other, and you have to really respect that as things start to come together for the Fightin' Phils. It's been a lot of fun to watch this season. Reading sits at 19-26. The Yard Goats, one of the best teams in the league, 28-17, only a game behind Somerset. As Evanko goes high velocity upstairs, he gets Heron to strike out swinging, and there's out number one in the scoreless bottom of the first. The Yard Goats coming off a 2-week road trip where they played probably their best baseball of the season. They won 5 of 6 against the Bowie Bay Sox and 4 of 6 against Richmond, Virginia. As I said, a 1 game behind Somerset for the division lead. Ground ball left side, it's foul. There's strike number 1. They've had 6 straight series victories. Reading trying to turn that margin around here as Evanko brushes some dirt off his cleats. Lefty sets up on the first base side of the rubber, leans down, gets the sign from Logan Occamy, and here's the offering sent straight up in the air. Occamy rips, well, he doesn't rip his mask off actually, as it goes into foul territory. Occamy coming over as well. Occamy's told me before that those masks that are built so well now, customizable, have really good vision for him. He's able to see really well out of it and doesn't need to take that 1 or 2 seconds to A, rip off the helmet, and B, have his vision impaired for just one moment where he loses track of the ball. As Evanko misses down and in, 1-2 the count. And he says, that has helped him keep his eye on the ball for as long as it's up in the air. Deep into the batter's box is Tovar. Evanko comes home, ground ball, left side, foul. Once again, he'll keep his count. Lights have come on here at Dunkin' Donuts Ballpark right now, just center field in the sun. Everywhere else in the shade because of the rooftop that's overhead. I am on what I would call, I suppose, the second floor. So there's the ground level, section 1. We are on concourse level here in the booth, and then there's suite level up above me. The seating bowl ranges all the way down right and left field, and of course back behind home plate. They've also have regular seating section in right field. They have two levels of it out there as well, and the bullpens are in the outfield back behind the home run wall. As Evanko comes home, the 1-2 is swung on and missed as he gets in a chase a little bit outside. Back-to-back Ks for Evanko, and he gets the job done. Here's Michael Tolia with 2 away. So the bullpen's beyond the left field walls. Reading's beyond the right field wall is Hartford, so you can kind of see those guys warming up. I can't see ours, but I can see theirs directly in front of me. As you move over just a little bit into center field, the batter's eye, they have a group area up top above that as Tolia takes a first pitch ball. Back behind that batter's eye, too, is a group of goats. Yes, they have actual goats here in Hartford. I've had the chance to meet them last time I was here. As Tolia lines this way out to left field. On the run is Jack Conley, but it's over the fence. And Michael Tolia with a solo shot to start off the scoring in this ball game makes it Hartford 1, Reading 0. Tolia's 8th home run of the season. With 2 outs still, Aaron Shunk comes up to the plate. See that trail over the short porch down. It's 325 down to left field. and it's not too tall down there either. Down the right field line, it's about 2 levels of billboards to get it over the fence. Ground ball deep in the hole. Guzman on the outfield grass edge. He fires it to Occamy, and they get him there, but 1 run of damage does come across. A solo home run from Michael Tolia. As we head into the top of the first, Reading trails by 1, but they'll have a other opportunity to bat just coming up in a second.
The Reading Fightin Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkescommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Top of the second here at Dunkin' Donuts Ballpark, Michael Tolia had a solo home run out to left field to start off the scoring in the bottom of the first. So Reading trails by 1, but Logan Occamy is going to start us off here as he digs his right foot into the back of the righty batter's box. Noah Gotsis takes the mound. The righty kicks and fires down the middle for a called strike. A couple other games getting started. Philly playing the San Francisco Giants at home. Again, they lost yesterday in a close contest 5-4 as Goatsies comes outside to Logan Occamy. 0-2. A lot of home runs yesterday at Citizens Bank Park. That's actually pretty much how all the scoring happened as Goatsies big wind up, and he comes home this time too far outside to Occamy, 2-1. Scoreless, though, this for Philly as they head into the bottom of the second. Ranger Suarez on the rubber as Occamy gets a piece of it to foul it back. 1-2 the count. Lehigh Valley got their start a couple minutes before us. They already lead 7-0 as Didi Gregorius started off the scoring with a solo home run. He and somebody else, whose name escaping me, Rafael Marchand, are rehabbing at Coca-Cola Park tonight as Occamy takes a pitch below the knees, 2-2. So they've had a very eventful first 2 innings. Marchand contributed to scoring. Derek Hall, his 15th home run of the season. That is literally incredible. As Goatsies comes to Occamy, he pops this up. It's foul. Is it going to stay playable for Tolia as he makes the catch inside the field of play for out number 1. Here's Josh Occamy, who has played very well over the past 10 games, upping his batting average to .294. 10 hits, 9 walks. Very impressive as he steps in the lefty batter's box. Goatsies kicks and fires home inside 0-1. So he started his season in High A, where he had 5 appearances, and they were all relief appearances as Occamy behind the offering, 1-1. Kept his ERA down to 1.64, so they brought him up. Now he's starting. In his last start, he is pitched in 5 games here in Hartford. with a 5.00 ERA. So 5 in relief in high A and 5 in starts here in double A, which is an interesting tactic as Josh takes a pitch down below. 3-1 the count. Now we know he walks quite a bit. Certainly leading the team and second in the league as he pops one foul. The count is full. Full count here, certainly in favor of Josh Occamy. As he steps in, try to do something with 2 outs. Looks like the third baseman, Shunk, has something in his eye here. Time is called as he goes over to the dugout, and his coach tries to get something out. Maybe some dirt blowing in the wind. That's why they spray down the field. If you're wondering why they're always spraying down the field, somebody quick got the contact solution out for him. One is so that the dirt doesn't fly everywhere. So going back to walks, Josh Occamy has 37 on the season. Just behind Gunnar Henderson, who has 40. How many games has Josh Occamy played in, you've asked? 42. So he's averaging almost a walk a game. As the third baseman gets back, the payoff pitch bounces in front of the plate, and he takes another one. 38 walks for Josh Occamy as he gets a base runner here with just 1 out. Chris Sharp heads up to bat. Reading down by just 1 run in the top of the second here. Looking to even it up if they can. This is game number 46 of 138 here for the Fightin' Phils. As Chris Sharp takes a first pitch ball. That's about 33%, so we are 1/3 of the way through the season. It is flying by, but still so much more left to go. Occamy shuffles off the bag at first. The righty Goatsees has his back to him. He turns around and throws over. Diving back in time is Occamy, and that is number 1 step off for the pitcher. You get 2 per at bat. Sharp, ground ball left side, 6-4-3, and they turn 2 to get out of the inning. That's the second time Reading has had runners on in the frame and can't get a run across. They trail by just 1 as Ethan Ivanko comes out for the bottom of the second here at Dunkin' Donuts Park.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Ethan Ivanko back on the rubber for the Fightin' Phils. He's allowed 1 hit, which was a solo home run to Michael Tolia. So we'll see Brenton Doyle, Daniel Montano, and Willie Mciver to start off this inning as the righty sends a first pitch ball in. Goatsee's 22 offerings. And Evanko 14 for his first. 1-1 the count here to Brenton Doyle, a .240 batting average with 37 hits on the season, about half of them for extra bases as he takes a swinging strike. 1-2 the count. So Reading in their road grades, Hartford in their home whites with feature green and blue lettering and the navy blue cap as Evanko makes him strike out swinging, bring him to his knees. And there's out number 1 in the second. Evanko's third strikeout so far as Daniel Montano comes up. Now just brought to the Yard Goats today, being promoted from High A, where he was batting .321 with 11 doubles. I think you could see why they promoted him up here to Double A, so they'll see how he stands among some better prospects, and his first offering goes up the middle for a hit. Montano shuffles around the bag, but he ends up staying put at first. He gets a runner on with nobody out here, or with one out, for Willie Mciver. These two opponents see each other 3 times this series, so we've got 6 games now. Then the Yard Goats come to Reading the first week of August, and then we come back here the last week of August into September. So lots of times against the Northeast competitors as a first pitch ball comes in for Ethan Evanko. Now, I said he's only come out in relief appearances so far for Reading this season, but he's kind of a longer stint reliever, 3 innings of work being his longest so far. As Mciver taps his bat on this one, it rolls foul. His largest pitch count in an outing was 60, so certainly can get up there pitch count-wise. I'm not sure how long they expect him to be out. Maybe it could be like a full starter outing. I don't know. Line drive up the middle, and it gets through. Montano's going to hold up at second. Back-to-back base hits for the Yard Goats. Puts 2 on with just 1 out for Daniel Cope. Cope is the designated hitter here for the Yard Goats. Now, Cope is batting .288, but he's only played in 15 games for the Yard Goats this season. Not ideal when your DH is batting 8th, but you never know. Comes up in a big spot here. He's got 2 runners on and just 1 out. Hartford already leads 1-0. And we'll see how Evanko fares with runners on out of the stretch. Gets a foul ball for strike 1. Certainly has been in very tough situations. Certainly has been in high leverage situations coming out of the bullpen. So certainly understands what that is like. Glove comes set at the chest. He looks back at the runner on second. Now he comes home in for a called strike. And he's got Daniel Cope down 0-2. Cope an open stance in the righty batter's box. Line drive, it's foul. Lands by the tarp down the left field line. Jack Conley's going to come over, pick that up, and throw it to a fan in the stands. Conley's been in the outfield quite a bit this summer. We talked to him earlier about how that got started. But I can tell you how many times he's been at each position. This is his 8th start in left. He started 4 times in center and 6 times in right. Also played catcher quite a number of times, filling in for Logan. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball left side. 5, 4. And the throw gets away from Occamy. A run will score as the ball is caught up in the net of Reading's dugout. Don't often see Vicuna throw the ball away like that. They do get 1 out, but a run does score. So Hartford leads 2-0 here. As the runner advances to second on the overthrow that got out of the field of play, you're always awarded an extra base. And we'll have to see how they score that. But there is a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here for the number 9 hitter, Isaac Collins. Collins drives this out to left. Jack Conley on the run. It drops alongside him. 1 run will score. And sliding in at second, the throw from Jack was perfect, but it was just a second behind. Man, has his arm been impressive in the outfield this summer. Back, another extra base hit for the Yard Goats, makes it 3-0. Now a little bit of a jam here for Ethan Ivanko with another runner on second and 2 outs. Back to the top of the order he goes for Jimmy Herron. Herron struck out at the hands of Ivanko. He's going to lift this ball into right center field. On the run over his Aldrich corridor, and he makes the catch to end the inning, but not before. The Yard Goats played 2 more on 3 hits with 1 Reading error. To the top of the third we go. The Fightins will need to give some run support here to Ethan Ivanko.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Reading looking for some run support here as they are down by 3. Heading into the top of the third, it'll be Jack Conley, Kevin Vicuna, and Jonathan Guzman who start us off. Conley settles in the righty batter's box. Goatsies gets him to foul back a pitch. 22 offerings so far for the starter. He's allowed 1 hit and 1 walk, but used a big double play to get out of the inning. Last time up, Conley looks to offset it here as Reading is down by 3. Goatsies, he shows signs of bunt, but he pops it foul, and now I don't think he'll be able to. Bounce just in front of the plate and then back behind it. He's got the bat on his shoulder here as Goatsies comes home high above the letters, 1 and 2. And Conley takes strike 3 on an off-speed pitch. Saying something to the umpire there. As he goes down on strikes, there's out number 1 here for Kevin Vicuna. Vicuna just came off the injured list not a week ago and has been tearing it up for the Fightin' Phils. In the last series, he batted .467 with 7 hits, including 2 doubles and 2 triples. So lots of speed as he grounds 1 foul to start things off. He also stole 1 bag. So looking forward to having him back in the infield and in the outfield. Played a couple games at second and a game in right. Sometimes all you need is a new face, a new bat to the lineup. Some energy to make all the difference in the world. Vicuna holds off on one that bounces over the plate. Ground ball, sharp to third, shunk across the diamond, and there's two. Jonathan Guzman also had a pretty good series as well. Couple of multi-hit contests on Sunday. Had both a double and a single, also reached on an error. So he'll come up trying to get his batting average back above the Mendoza line after a tough start to the month. 178 currently as he takes strike number one. Although he's allowed base runners in both the first and the second, Goatsies has faced the minimum, using a caught stealing and a double play. But he won't this time as Jonathan Guzman smacks this up the middle. He'll hold up, rounding first. And Reading's got a base runner with 2 outs as they go back to the top of the order. Ollie Castillo, who had a hit but was caught stealing, draws that arrow in the dirt before he heads up. Looking to drive the ball back where he came from. Solid crowd here on Tuesday night in Hartford, Connecticut. They've had a couple sellout crowds, but you have to keep in mind that their capacity is only 6,100. 6,121 fans is their max capacity. Reading's capacity at America's Classic Ballpark is 10,000. As Castillo takes a pitch in the dirt, 1-0. So we had 9,500 at the ballpark on Saturday night, I believe that was. A sellout crowd here would be 61. As Castillo bumps it foul, 1-1 the count. Guzzi off first very quickly with 2 outs. He's going on contact. But still, Dunkin' Donuts Park draws a lot of fans in. It's one of the newer ballparks just being built in 2016, and it is certainly stunning. Very big, very open, and a great part. The 1-1. Softly back to the pitcher. Goatsies picks it up, tosses it to first, and that'll do it as Reading strands a runner on. Into the bottom half we go, down by 3.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's Uncle Sonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Reading had a base runner in the top of the third, but they couldn't get him around home, so they trail 3-0 here to the Yard Goats, who are up in the bottom half of the third. Ethan Avenko back out with 28 pitches under his belt, as the Yard Goats will send up Tovar, Tolia, and Shunks 2 through 4 in their spot. Lefty stands tall on the mound. Ground ball, right side, slowly rolls to Vicuna, but he's able to make the play with enough time, and on one pitch, there is out number 1 for Ethan Evanko. Tovar slipped up trying to get out of the batter's box, and I think it gave Vicuna a couple more seconds to make the play. The ball was such a slow roller. He wasn't forced to charge it with the slip. Here is Michael Tolia, who had a solo shot in the first. Tolia comes up for the second time today, and he takes the first pitch, a ball. Evanko looking for the first 1-2-3 frame as he gets Tolia to foul back into the net behind home plate. The ground level is directly field level. There is no real spot behind the batter's box. Ground ball over to Guzman, on to first. A heartbeat ahead of Tolia. Back-to-back groundouts for 2 here in the third. Here's Aaron Schunk. What I mean by that is Reading has a serious backstop at their ballpark. There's a pitch clock back there. There's some advertisements. There is no backstop. There's a small lip. Maybe it's a foot high that goes all the way around. But if you're sitting back there, it's just the net, and it keeps bouncing as soon as a pitch gets smacked into it. As Aaron Schunk fouls back, run right into that net. Those people behind there surprised the first couple of times. I think they're relaxing a little bit now, but certainly the ball is coming fast at them. Out to right field, this one goes. Aldrum Corridor barely has to take a step, and Evanko sits them down in order. What did he throw, 6 pitches to get through this? Not even 5. As he gets out of the frame quickly and puts his team back up to bat. Down by 3 to the top of the 4th we go here at Dunkin' Donuts Park.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Here we go into the top of the 4th inning. Ethan Evanko sent down the Yard Goats in order in the bottom of the 3rd. So Reading comes in down by 3 here for Ortiz, Corridor, and Occamy in the heart of their order. Jaylen takes a first pitch strike and fouls back the next one, down 0-2. Fans, thanks so much for joining me, tuning in as the Reading Fightin' Phils take on the Hartford Yard Goats away. And Dunkin' Donuts Park in Hartford, Connecticut for a 6-game series. So we'll be here through Sunday. So I appreciate you following while we're on the road. I've got Thad and Clint tuning in. I know they're in the comments section. Feel free to jump in if you have any questions or just want to chat about anything as Ortiz takes a ball. And then he chases one downstairs for strike number 3. Goatsies with an 86-mile-an-hour pitch as Ortiz goes down on strikes for the second time today. Here is Aldrim Corridor. The lefty steps up. He grounded out the opposite way his first time up. The wall out and left is only 308 right down, or excuse me, in right. It's only 308 right down the line. But the thing of it is, it's a little bit higher up. You've got about 2 rows of advertisement billboards out there. So certainly Corridor has the distance to meet 308. It's got to be up in the air. Takes back-to-back balls to start off his at-bat. Goatsies only with 38 pitches through 3 1/3 as Corridor takes another ball. Aldrim walked 7 times in the past 10 games, so almost won a game as he hits a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Sun beginning to set here in Hartford. The lights are on. No more shadows throughout the field. Everything is pretty much covered right now. So the breeze picks up. Aldrim pushes this foul, and he was ahead in the count, 3-0. Now it is full. The flags are in left center, so I got to pop out of my seat to check them. Wind still pushing inside the ballpark. With 1 out on the board, Reading trails by 3. The payoff pitch to Corridor below the knees, ball 4, and Reading is going to have a base runner here. With 1 out and a runner on, here is Logan Occamy. Catcher popped out in foul territory his first time up. He really digs his right foot in there. He always kind of makes a hole for his right foot and never really tries to pick it up if he can't. Takes an offering in the dirt. See, he left it in there. The pitch was in the dirt. Mciver had to chase it. He even raised his hand to make sure that Corridor knew not to run, but he didn't move his right foot out of the hole he created. There's another one on the outside part of the plate. 2-0. The count here, Reading down by 3, looking for some run support. Occamy holds up, but another one outside. Corridor was ahead 3-0. Was able to work a walk. We'll see what Logan can do here ahead 3-0 as well. The pitch outside, ball 4, and on 4 pitches, Reading will take back-to-back walks as Corridor shifts to second. The Fightins have something brewing here with just 1 out in the top of the 4th for Josh Occamy. Manager Sean Williams in the third base coach's box giving the signs here as Occamy comes up after walking his first time up, a lefty on righty matchup here for the Goatsies. Noah originally signed in 2019 as a free agent. Only his second professional season because of the COVID year. Occamy takes a first pitch strike. Glove at the waist for Goatsies. He comes home. Occamy up the first base line. It's slow. Making the play by himself is Tolia. Both of the runners advance. Reading has now 2 in scoring position here with 2 outs for Chris Sharp. Aldrim Corridor on third. Logan Occamy on second. Looking to come home here as the Fightins trail by 3. And of course, anything should get past catcher Willie Mciver. Runners will definitely try to advance. Chris Sharp takes the first pitch ball, grounded into a double play his first time up. Won't exactly be possible to do again with 2 outs on the board here. Redding's got second and third occupied here. First base is open. Firing down to third is Mciver. Aldrum Corridor dives back in. All good, all safe. A lot of dirt up in the uniform now. Chris Sharp steps back in with a 2-0 count. Occamy taking quite a lead off second. Of course, he's trapped behind whatever Corridor chooses to do. But with 2 outs, everyone will be going on contact as Sharp holds off on a pitch way inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the offering. Below the knees. Sharp thought it was ball 4. Instead, it's strike number 1. Both of these runners on the base paths have reached on walks. Redding has a possibility here to load the bases with walks for Jack Conley. Here's a 3-1. It's in the dirt. It's ball 4, and Redding has the bases loaded. They trail 3-0, but a huge opportunity here as Willie Mciver heads out on the mound, and the pitching coach Blaine Beatty will walk out as well to talk to Ortiz, who's in his first real jam here as Jack Conley heads up to the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded. It's Corridor on third, Occamy on second, and Chris Sharp. Everybody walked to get there. And Jack in a big spot here. Struck out his first time up. We'll see what he can do now. If I look, how is Jack doing with the bases loaded? Batting 200 with the bases loaded. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities here. So we'll see what he can offer right now as Redding needs some run support. The home plate umpire Tanner Moore out there trying to break up the meeting on the mound. Brett Beatty, the pitching coach, is not going anywhere. Finally, he does. Ortiz looks a little stressed out there after walking the bases loaded. He'll come up with 2 outs, though, and it's Jack Conley up at the plate. Redding looking to score some runs. Conley ahead on the offering, taking a first pitch strike. Jack holds off on a pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Yard Goats started off the scoring with a solo shot by Tolia in the first. They tacked on 2 more in the second to lead 3-0. Here we are in the top of the 4th. Redding has the bases loaded. Pitch slides in at the dirt. Good block by Mciver to keep it in front of him. The count 2-1. It looks like somebody's starting to stretch in the Yard Goats bullpen. I don't see anybody throwing. It's back behind the right field home run fence, but you can't see through. The 2-1 hits the outside corner. Conley, I think, thought that was a little outside, a tad frustrated, but a 2-2 count here. Redding looking to plate their first run of the game. Following Conley will be Kevin Vicuna in the on-deck circle. Time is called. Jack gets it granted, even though the pitcher completes his motion. The pitch will not count. Lots of boos from the crowd, but the umpire made the call. Bases loaded, 2 outs on the board. Here's the 2-2 from Goatsies. Jack takes this into right field. On the run back is Doyle. He makes the catch and retires the Fightin' Phils. They leave the bases loaded and can't score a run. Down by 3. They go into the bottom of the 4th. We'll see who comes out to pitch in just a moment.
Roof Max of West Redding is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, RoofMax of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Reading had the bases loaded with walks in the top of the fourth, but they couldn't get a run across, so they trail by 3 as Doyle, Montano, and Mciver are due up here against Ethan Evanko for the bottom of the fourth. Evanko, just 34 pitches here. Sat down the side, his last frame, I should say, and he'll deliver a first pitch strike here to Brenton Doyle, who struck out against him his first time up. Starting to get a little bit darker here at the ballpark. I mean, it's still light out, but the sun clearly set as this is ripped into left field. Conley on the run. It's going to drop in fair territory. The left fielder smokes it back in, but a stand-up double for Brent Doyle to start off this frame. Here's Daniel Montano. Let's check around the affiliates here. Phillies at home versus the Giants. They're in the top of the fourth inning. Ranger Suarez on the mound. Hasn't let a run across just yet. Iron Pigs still up 7-0 after a big way to start the game against Scranton. The Yankees AAA affiliate at home at Coca-Cola Park. Derek Hall had his 15th home run and RBIs number 50 and 51, which is absolutely impressive for the first baseman as Logan O'Hoppe comes out to talk to Ethan Evanko here. They get on the same page. That'll end the mound visit. Jersey Shore up 2-0 over the Brooklyn Cyclones. Kyle Goglowski back for his second start. And Clearwater, I know, was in a rain delay. They are just getting started at Baycare Ballpark. With a runner on second, here is Daniel Montano, who had a single in his first Double-A at-bat of the season, just called up prior to this game. Evanko misses outside twice. Second one graces the strike zone, though, 1-1. Looks back at the runner on second. Now he comes home. Big swing and a miss. So I don't know if you can hear in my crowd mic. They are playing bingo here at the ballpark. I got one of the cards on my way in just to see what it was all about. So basically, I think it works when they're up to bat. As Evanko misses down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So when the Yard Goats are up to bat, each position player has a certain thing that corresponds to like a hit or an out. As the 2-2 is a called strike 3, Evanko hits him on the inside corner, and that is a big out here in the fourth. I don't know if you win if you win bingo. You get a prize. They've not been playing, though. Always fun to keep the fans entertained. As Willie Mciver comes up 1-for-1 on the day with a runner on second, he sends the first pitch he sees out to right field. Aldrum Corridor at the warning track makes the catch. Runner able to advance deep enough. And Doyle gets to third with 2 outs. Here's Daniel Cope. The Yard Goats already lead 3-0. Coming off a big road trip, Reading won just 2 of 6 games at home against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Evanko trying to get out of this inning after a leadoff double. Cope checks his swing. He does go around. Strike number 1. Evanko deals. This is sent high in the sky out to center field at the warning track. And there to make the catch is Chris Sharp. So after a leadoff double, Evanko sets him down. And he gets out of the inning clean. Reading trails 3-0, but it's their turn to bat, looking for some offense here in just a moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday, before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Reading up at the plate here, top of the 5th inning. They trail by 3. Kevin Vicuna is going to lead us off as Noah Goetze stays on the rubber. Vicuna looks like he's going to bunt, but he holds off as the pitch comes in below the strike zone. The count 1-0. We'll see if he shows signs again. He takes a full swing this time for a strike. 1-1 the count. Vicuna grounded out to third base his first time up. Reading's had just 2 hits in this contest. 4 walks, though, but they haven't been able to capitalize anything. The shortstop ranges over behind the bag at second. He fires to first, and there is out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Jonathan Guzman, who's had one of those 2 hits, will come up, and then Ollie Castillo, the man who has the other. Reading trails by 3, certainly not a very large deficit, but as we merge into the middle point of this ball game, looking to just start chipping away at it if they can. Evanko has held the Yard Goats quiet the past 2 frames as Jonathan Guzman takes a first pitch strike. Guzman takes a little chin music there, able to bounce back quite all right. So count evens 1-1. This curves down, but not far enough into the strike zone. 2-1 infield. Middle infield back deep. Corner infielders playing straight up as Goatsies comes home. Guzman pops it foul out of the field of play. If you're thinking that Reading's been on the road quite a bit to start the season, it's because they have. But don't worry, they'll return home for back-to-back weeks at America's Classic Ballpark after this series as Guzman punches this into left center field, back at the wall. And able to get it on the bounce is Heron, but Jonathan Guzman doubles to get a runner in scoring position for the Fightin' Phils here. And he's had 2 hits today. You see him drop that in and left center, perfectly place it. Kind of comes to a point right by the batter's eyes. It's 392 out there, the deepest part of the ballpark. Left center, 392. Right center, 388. Here's Ollie Castillo as we go back to the top of the order with a runner on second and 1 away. Castillo, 1 for 2 in the contest, was caught stealing. But he'll have another opportunity here with Guzman on second. First pitch ball, the second offering way down and away, 2-0. Guzzi's had 4 stolen bases this season. But Mciver, very, very strong arm back behind the plate. 70 pitches for Goatsies. Somebody's starting to throw in the Hartford bullpen. Castillo with a wide stance. The 2-0 is sent way out to center field at the warning track. Montano, he'll make the catch. Guzzi's going to try to tag up. He dives in time. And Jonathan safe at third. Reading has a runner 90 feet from home with 2 outs. Here is Jaylen Ortiz. Nice wide gap checkered mowing pattern on the Yard Goats field. So spaces between each back and forth line. As Ortiz steps with a wide stance, 0 for 2, a pair of Ks. Pumps the first pitch foul. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Reading trails 3-0. Fightin' Phils have only had 3 hits in this game. Hartford's only had 5. Ortiz sends this one foul, down 0-2. In the on-deck circle, Aldrum corridor, Reading in the heart of their order here with Guzman at third. Certainly, they play very well with 2 outs. The offering from Goatsies. Ortiz takes this out to right. An easy play for Doyle as it hangs up in the sky. A line out to the right fielder. Leaves Jonathan Guzman stranded on third. Reading can't score a run. They trail by 3. We'll head into the bottom of the 5th in just a moment.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz-Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Reading makes the call to the bullpen here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Ethan Ivanko will hand the ball over to Braden Zarbniski. For the bottom half, Reading down by 3. Zarbniski looking to keep it that way. Lefty now switching to the righty. Ivanko's final line, 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, and 4 strikeouts on a total of 45 pitches. So Zarbniski will see the number 9 hitter Isaac Collins, and then back to the top of the order with Jimmy Herron and Ezekiel Tovar. As Zarb gets his final warm-up pitches here. And Collins steps into the lefty batter's box. We're about to begin the bottom of the 5th. Hartford, 3 runs on 5 hits. Reading, no runs on 3 hits. 1 error in the field. Zarbniski, glove at the chest. The first offering comes home, a called strike. This is sent foul down the left field line by Collins, who had a double in his last at-bat, but Zarb gets him 0-2 here. All these games will be 7:05 through the weekdays. That includes Friday. Then Saturday, 6:05, and Sunday matinee contest at 1:05. Zarb misses above the letters, 1-2. Softly hit ground ball that rolls foul. Collins darted out of the batter's box, but didn't even make it about halfway to third before it went foul. He'll have to come back in, keeping his 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Shot into left field. Jack Conley racing over. It's going to drop alongside him. This time he's going to hold up at first. And the Yard Goats get a base runner to start off the bottom of the 5th. With nobody out, they head into the top of the order with Jimmy Herron, who's 2-0. 0 for 2. What? He's 0 for 2. Last summer, Zarbniski played in all 3 levels in the Phillies system. This year, he started the season with us here in Reading as he sends a first pitch strike to Herron. Usually can expect 2 frames out of him as he goes over to first, but of course, that depends on his pitch count, as diving back is Collins. He stole 14 bases this season. That is crazy. A lot of swift runners here in the Eastern League. Zarb kicks and fires, and he punches Herron in the back with the ball. He seems fine. Doesn't need to see the trainer as he jogs down to first. There's 2 on and nobody out here. Collins shifts to second. Here's Ezekiel Tovar. Now, double play ball still in action here. If possible, would love to use one to get 2 outs on a pitch. See how many he's got this season. He hasn't gotten any. It's the perfect time. So play well with the righty bat. Everyone playing straight up here to Ezekiel Tovar, who's 0 for 2 today. Takes a first pitch ball. Official attendance coming in tonight, 5,179 here at the Yard Goats ballpark. Pretty solid crowd for a Tuesday. This is sent foul into the stands, suite area. They've got suites kind of all around above me. Even a party deck down the right field line. That's good enough for a first pitch strike. Zarbniski kicks and fires. This is taken out to right field corridor at the warning track. He makes the catch overhead. Both runners, I think, thought that was gone. They were well out in front, so they're going to have to go back to their bases. Nobody's able to advance on a deep fly ball, which is a very important out there for Braden Zarbniski as Michael Tolia comes up. Tolia hit a home run in the first, but was retired in the third. So we'll see what Zarbniski can do against a lefty batter here. Zarb much better against lefties. If you look at his stats, righty hitters hit 237 against him. Lefty hitters hit just 154. So we'll see what that means here as he sees the lefty batter and Tolia and gets him to chase a 93-mile-an-hour fastball for strike number one. Hartford put up one in the first on Tolia's home run and then two in the second, and that is where the scoring has stopped. It has been 3-0 since then as Tolia chases an off-speed pitch down and away. Zarb goes with the fastball and then drops it down 10 miles an hour to make the count 0-2. There's definitely some sort of insect, fly, bug, gnat, mosquito on the field. I can see everybody waving their gloves in front of their face, trying to protect them. Zarb looks back at second. Now he comes home down and away, 1-2. It's Collins on second and Heron on first. One out on the board here. Bottom of the fifth inning at Dunkin Donuts Ballpark. The Yard Goats lead Reading 3-0. Braden kicks and fires home, a called strike three. Tolia caught looking on the outside part of the plate. Back-to-back outs puts two on the board here for Braden as Aaron Shunk comes up with 2 on and 2 out. Takes a minute to get the sign from Occamy. Now looks back at the runner on second. Middle infielders back deep. Josh Occamy playing a little bit closer. Just misses the inside part of the plate. This one a little bit outside. 2-0 the count. Collins on second. He singled and moved over on Heron's hit by pitch. Zarb still capable of putting up a 0 in this half inning. He's got 2 on, but he's got 2 outs. The 2-0 is Chase, 95. He hits with his fastball, and he's got strike number 1 up there to Aaron Shunk. Shunk 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. One of just 2 batters not to reach at all today. Here's the 2-1. Moves it up to 96 miles an hour as he gets strike number 2. And the count even here as he's trying to get the final out here of the bottom of the 5th. Reading trails by 3. He's got 2 runners on. And here's the 2-2. Gets into chase at a pitch down in the dirt. Occamy puts the tag on. He allows the first 2 runners to reach, but then he sets down the next 3 in order, puts his team right back up to bat. Reading down by 3.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Top of the 6th inning as the Yard Goats make a pitching change here. Starter Noah Goetze hands the ball over to Blair Calvo here for the top of the 6th. Arbniski put a 0 up on the board in the bottom of the 5th, so Reading still trails 3-0, but they've got the opportunity here, the heart of the order, with Aldrum Corridor, Logan Ohapi, and Josh Occamy. A beautiful baseball sky back beyond the outfield wall. As Corridor steps in, Reading down by 3. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Reading just needs somebody to get it started, I think. Aldrum fouls this into the net on the left side. And he's down 0-2. In the lefty batter's box, the first batter that Blair Calvo will face. We'll give you the final line on Goetze in a minute. And there is a called strike 3 as Corridor is caught looking. He'll turn around and head back to the dugout with out number 1. Goetze's 5 innings of work, just 3 hits, no runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He got all the way up to 74 pitches, and so they'll have Calvo here to see Logan Ohapi, who's also 0 for 1, but walked. Calvo, a 23rd round draft pick in 2019 in his 3rd season of professional ball. Spent last year in low A, a little bit on the older end, 26 years old. As Ohapi takes this out to right center field, Montano on the run. It ends up being Doyle who makes the catch for out number 2. Wind pushing in. I think it's holding a couple of these balls inside the park. Just makes the catch at the warning track. There's 2 away. And here is Josh Occamy trying to get something started for Reading. Josh also a walk and a ground out to first. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. The count moves to 2-0. 2 quick outs here for the Fightin' Phils in the top of the 6th inning as we merge to the back part of this ball game. Reading just 3 hits. The Yard Goats just 6, but they have plated 3 runs on the board, and that's their lead as Josh takes ball 3 down and away. Calvo, 2 quick outs here now from the first base side of the rubber. He kicks and fires in for a strike at the knees, 3-1 the count. Waiting in the on-deck circle, Chris Sharp. Now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, or not the pitching coach, the catcher, Willie Mciver. Interesting to see him out here with 3-1 count. He looks, looking at the video, they've got a really close up at this meeting on the mound. Blair Calvo is significantly out of breath here, leaning over, and now we're going to see a visit from the trainer, as well as the manager, Chris Denorfia. He just looks really labored, like he can't catch his breath right now. Maybe there's pointing at his finger right now. Oh, she's probably taking his pulse. The catcher looks like he's almost holding him up a little bit. Trainer is Kelsey Brandstetter out there. Entire infield coming in. He's not saying something now as he takes a big deep breath. And his catcher, Mciver, I guess noticed something was up. Now he's holding his arm. Shaking his head. Don't know what's going on here, but we'll recap what happened in the contest so far. So Michael Tolia got at the run scoring in the bottom of the first. Then they added 2 more in the second. And that made it 3-0. Nobody else has come across the plate. Both teams have had opportunities. Now we'll see the pitching coach come out as well. Everybody's out on the mound. Just as he comes out, the meeting on the mound breaks up. So it looks like they are going to leave him in. They're going to let him throw a couple of warm-up pitches to see how he is doing. Josh Occamy is up at the plate with a 3-1 count. And you know what? He called his catcher there as we're watching the replay. After that ball outside, he summoned Mciver up to the mound. And you know what? They're going to take him out here. Certainly better safe than sorry with whatever's going on. And we'll give whoever's warming up a chance to do so. They'll see Josh Occamy with a 3-1 count and 2 outs on the board in the top of the 6th when we come back.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
An injury delay has kept us here in the top of the 6th inning. Blair Calvo came in and he got back-to-back outs. And in the middle of the at-bat to Josh Occamy, he summoned his catcher out. It just looked like he was not feeling well, could not catch his breath. And so an effort for safety and just in case, they took him out of the game, and they'll be replacing him with Phineas Delbonta Smith here to get the final out in the top of the 6th. Josh Occamy will keep his 3-1 count, but he'll see another pitcher here for this at-bat. This is a very rare situation. Usually, obviously, with an injury, it's different, but you won't see 2 different pitchers in the same at-bat. As Delbonta Smith gets his final warm-up pitches here. The righty awaits Josh Occamy with 2 outs. Chris Sharp will be following him in the hole. Reading down 3-0 here. Top of the 6th, still plenty of time left in this game, but a lot of it has been conquered already. And a tough spot for Delbonta Smith to be in because it's not like he was out and warming up. He had no idea this was coming, as Calvo only was in for 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, so we'll have to work a little bit differently. They'll give him some extra warm-up pitches since he's coming in not really prepared. The outfield will take their spots back. The Yard Goats crowd has a lot of energy right now here, but we'll see what Josh Occamy can do if he can keep this inning rolling. Reading just 3 hits today, 4 walks, but they haven't gotten anything across. Hartford 3 runs on 6 hits, one of those being Michael Tolia's solo home run to left. All right, there's his final warm-up pitch. The home plate umpire, Tanner Moore, dusts off the plate, and Josh Occamy will head up with a 3-1 count. Honestly, a weird spot for both of these people to be in, but Josh has the upper hand with the count right now. Already walked once in today's contest. The righty Delbonta Smith comes home, and there is ball 4. So Josh will run down to first, his second walk today, and Reading will have a base runner on with 2 outs here for Chris Sharp. That was Josh's 39th walk of the season. And here is Chris Sharp, who also walked once today. Righty-righty matchup here. Delbonta Smith will face the fresh batter now with 2 outs. He comes way inside to Sharp. Bounced out of the box in time not to get struck. Way in the back part of the righty batter's box. Delbonta Smith deals in the dirt. Good block by Willie Mciver. Started the season in High A. Spokane, was promoted at the end of April to the Yard Goats, so has been here for just over a month. His first stint in Double A. Was drafted in the 22nd round in 2019. Third year in pro ball. Delbonta Smith has his right foot faced in as he comes with a big leg kick inside a called strike. Looking at his stance here, so his right foot is on the rubber, but his feet are sort of pigeon-toed in as he misses below the knees to Sharp. I guess when he steps out, then his left foot points towards the plate, but I guess then both feet are facing home. With a runner on first and 2 outs, here's the 3-1. Sharp sends it on the roof, and the count is full. Trying to keep this inning moving after Sharp, Jack Conley in the on-deck circle. Tomorrow's game, another 7:05 contest here at Dunkin' Donuts Park. For Reading, it'll be Eric Miller on the mound for the Yard Goats righty Michael Bard. Here's the payoff pitch, the runner going. Sharp sends it foul with a lot of strength. He'll continue the at-bat. Josh got a good jump over at first. Once again, we set up with 2 outs. The Fightin's down by 3. Runner on first, the payoff pitch. Sharp takes what he thought was ball 4, but instead it's a called strike 3 inside. Reading strands another runner on the base pass. They trail by 3. To the bottom of the 6th we go here at Dunkin' Donuts Park.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236.
Braden Zarbniski out for another inning of work here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading trails 3-0 as the sun begins to set here in downtown Hartford. The first offering is sent sky high into foul territory by Brenton Doyle. And his count 0-1. Zarbniski allowed 2 runners on, but he shut him down in the 5th to put up a 0. And we'll see if he can do that again to keep his team in this game. Reading has left 7 runners on the base paths tonight. Just haven't been able to drive any home. Actually only have 3 hits, but they've received a lot of free passes in the contest today. And in turn, the Yard Goats have only had 6 hits, but then they've been able to score 3 runs. This is shot out to center field. A long home run to left center makes it 4-0 as Brenton Doyle rounds the bases here at Dunkin' Donuts Park. That's Doyle's 7th home run of the season. He makes it 4-0. Here is Daniel Montano. Looking for out number 1 here. The Yard Goats have this interesting thing they do with home runs. The goat plastic mask. You know Halloween costumes that have like the full on head, the full head? That's what this Yard Goat thing is. I didn't see Doyle put it on, but I see it there in the dugout as this escapes Castillo down the left field line. Another hit for the Yard Goats as Montano reaches on a single. Hartford will have a runner on with nobody out for Willie Mciver. Willie Mciver, 1 for 2, sends the ball up high. It's going to be playable, I think. Everybody is called off by Ollie Castillo. Both Zarb and Occamy came in to get it, but I think Castillo, the right choice there, doesn't have a mask on, coming straight in. Not the pitcher. That's the person to make the catch, and he does so right in front of the mound for out number 1. The runner on first, Montano, stays there. And here is Daniel Cope. Reading trails 4-0 now. Still not an insurmountable lead. Seen the Fightin' Phils put on as many as 7 runs in 1/2 inning before. As Cope sees a first pitch strike. The bullpen for Reading is down the left field line, and I have no vantage point down the left field line with the way that we are situated in the press box here. As Zarb gets him to send a deep fly ball to center field, should be playable by Sharp. Makes the catch. There is out number 2. Montano at first, stays put. And there's 2 quick outs here for Isaac Collins, who's 2 for 2 today, the number 9 hitter. Collins from the left side here instead. Zarbniski's going to go over to first. It was a good throw, actually. But Montano not taking too much of a lead. Just up high. Still some good velocity out of Braden Zarbniski. Hits 94 with this fastball. Montano shuffles off the bag at first with 2 outs. He's going on contact. Braden takes a deep breath, comes home, and gets a swinging strikeout. The touch by Guzzi as Occamy threw it down. He thought he had him. A stolen base for Montano. Puts a runner in scoring position here for the Yard Goats. I'm going to need to see that one back. They've been doing good on the replays. What happened was Occamy threw it right in front of the bag, and Guzzi tracked and caught it with the swipe tag at the same time. They didn't replay that back, but I thought it was well done by the Fightins. They don't get the call here, but they do get a strike to Collins, who takes another one off the hands of Braden, down 1-2. Now Montano out on second here, having a very good game for his first Double-A contest. Just joining the team prior to first pitch. Here's the 1-2, popped foul into the stands. He'll go again. Reading trails 4-0 here as Brenton Doyle started off this inning with a solo shot. Montano singled, just moved over on a stolen base, but in between then and now, Zarbniski got 2 outs. Ground ball right side. Vicuna gobbles it up over to first, and that will do it. Only 1 run crosses the board as Zarbniski strands another. The Yard Goats lead 4-0, but it's Reading's turn to bat, top 7 here in Hartford.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Reading trails by 4 after a solo home run from Brenton Doyle. Makes it 4-0, but it's Reading's turn to bat, top of the 7th here. It'll be Jack Conley who leads us off. Kevin Vicuna and Jonathan Guzman coming in to get His team out of the 6 was Delbonta Smith. Came in for Calvo, who was injured in the middle of at bat. No update on him is Jack Conley, who's 0 for 2 today. Takes back-to-back balls to start off the at-bat. Jack, a wide stance from the right side. Chases a pitch. Down and away. It's been quiet. So far, not much action on either side, although Hartford does lead this ball game 4-0. Conley chases for strike 3. Looks a little frustrated there. He wants to snap his bat, but he doesn't. He holds off. He's holding it like he was going to. But he heads back to the dugout without number 1. And here is Kevin Vicuna, who's 0 for 2 with the pair of ground balls. Vicuna's had a hit in every game back from injury, which was on Thursday. So looking to keep that streak alive as he takes a first pitch ball. There's one inside, 2-0. And there's one down the middle for a strike, 94 out of Delbonta Smith. I can't imagine what it's like to grow up in a state without a professional baseball team. I know people around here, Yankees or Red Sox fans, typically in Connecticut, as Vicuna takes a swinging strike. 2-2. Obviously, the Yard Goats are affiliates of the Rockies, so I'm sure some people might be Rockies fans just because they can see the top prospects go through here. But being so close to Philly and Reading and surrounded by Philadelphia sports is certainly quite a treat. As time is called, the pitcher, Delbonta Smith, having trouble with the dirt on his cleat. He seems a little anxious out there, I'm going to be honest. A lot of little movements, but certainly getting the job done for his team. One out here. The payoff pitch to Kevin is a called strike 3. I think he thought that was ball 4-2, but he heads back to the dugout with a strikeout. So we watch for it. Let me see where this falls in. Oh, that is very close to the inside corner. Certainly a good frame by Willie Mciver to kind of momentum it up into the strike zone. And here's Jonathan Guzman, who has 2 of Reading's 3 hits today. Delbonta Smith gets him to foul one back into the net behind home plate. Waiting on deck, the top of the order, and Ali Castillo. Delbonta Smith, a deep breath. Guzzi pops it foul, down 0-2. Top of the 7th, your Fightin' Phils trail by 4. The back part of their game has always been the strong suit. See if they can take it from here. Here's the 0-2 to Guzman, and he goes down swinging. Delbonta Smith strikes out the side here in the 7th. We'll see who's in for the bottom half after stretch time at Delta Dental Stadium.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
A beautiful God Bless America here to get us through the 7th inning. As we head into the bottom half, Billy Sullivan will head on to the mound for the Fightin' Phils. Braden Zarbniski's day is done. 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run. It was the home run, no walks, and 2 strikeouts on 32 pitches. Billy Sullivan will see the top of the order, Jimmy Herron, Ezekiel Tovar, and Michael Tolia here at Dunkin' Donuts Ballpark. The Reading Fightin' Phils trail 4-0 here. Certainly not insurmountable, but Delbonta Smith struck out the side in the top of the 7th. So looking certainly for some run support, some hits. They only have 3 on the day. The Rumble Ponies 4 on 8. Dan Lavallo, one of the Hartford broadcasters, phenomenally singing the 7th inning stretch as Sullivan warming up on the mound for the Fightin' Phils. Man, they got some good voices here in the ballpark. So Sullivan looking for a quick bottom of the 7th to put his team back up to bat. They'll have 6 outs to work with here. And here is Billy Sullivan throwing his final warm-up pitches. Sullivan's been pretty solid for the Fightin' Phils in his past few appearances. 12 of 16 scoreless, so averaging about 75% of his appearances scoreless, which is solid, which is really solid. His last outing, just 1 inning of work, nothing else across the line, as he sends a first pitch below the knees to Jimmy Herron, who's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Hits the outside part of the plate, 94 miles an hour. Something I've noticed with Sullivan is that he's really upped his velocity over the offseason. We should see him get to 96 here, perhaps, as he goes off speed down and away. 2-1. Working quickly here with catcher Logan Occamy. Agree on the pitch. Now he comes home. And a big swing and a miss as he puts up 95 on the board. 2-2 the count. Ground ball back to Billy. He picks it up, underhands it to Josh Occamy over at first. A good play by the pitcher for out number 1. Here is Ezekiel Tovar. Let's take a look around the farm system. The Phillies trail 3-1 to the San Francisco Giants. Bottom of the 5th there, the Fightin threatening 2 outs, but they've got 2 runners on. Bryce Harper up at the plate as Sullivan comes home to Tovar for the first time, ball 1. Lehigh Valley still leads 7-3 now. They're in the top of the 9th at Coca-Cola Park, so that doesn't make sense. They are in Scranton. They're in the top of the 9th. They're batting, so they're away in Scranton. Jersey Shore trails Brooklyn 10-3. Here's the 1-1 from Sullivan, bounces it in the dirt. They'll get a fresh ball, 2-1. Clearwater, I know, got a late start with a rain delay. They're down 3-0 to Dunedin in the bottom of the 4th. So just Lehigh Valley in the league around the farm system, but still plenty of time left in all of these contests as Sullivan deals. Ground ball up the middle. It gets through for a base hit. Tovar's first hit of the day leaves him on first. With 1 out, here's Michael Tolia. Let's see where Sullivan's at on the double play list. Certainly gets numerous ground balls, but he's only got 1 double play ball. Here's a good time. Get his team out of this inning. Tolia had that solo shot in the first. He hasn't been on since, but certainly has quite a bit of power. 8 doubles and now 8 home runs as he takes a first pitch ball. Sullivan's instead going to go over to first. Tovar taking quite a bit of a lead, 16 stolen bases on the season, but he dives back in time. If we check the league leaders in stolen bases, he sits at 3rd with 16. Teammate Isaac Collins is in 4th with 14 as Sullivan misses inside 2-0. Billy leans over. He gets the sign from Occamy. Now he looks back at the runner on first. Pumps his left foot, kicks and fires the 2-0 in for a called strike. Hits 95 there. Big strike on the board. Already got 1 out here. Bottom of the 7th. He's got a runner on as this is shot out to right field. It does rope foul, though. And Tolia knew it. Stays put in the batter's box. A very, very long strike, 2. Back in the lefty batter's box is Tolia, and he chases strike 3 after that foul ball. Billy Sullivan comes up on top, and he puts out number 2 on the board here. Tovar forced to stay at first with 2 outs. Here's Aaron Shunk. Shunk 0 for 3. Sullivan looking for a clean frame when Redding comes back up to bat in the top of the 8th inning. They'll have the top of the order in place as Shunk fouls one back for strike number 1. This is about a 4.5-hour drive from Redding. We left about 10:30 this morning. Maybe we got here about 3. Foul ball back by Shunk. Takes him to his knees for strike through. Not a bad ride comparatively. We've done New Hampshire and Portland already. So certainly not too bad. No stopping on the way here, though. Take 2 buses up from Redding. Lots of players and lots of equipment. 1 bus has all the luggage. 1 bus has all the baseball equipment because you have no idea how much stuff comes. Everybody's got their own bag. Right? Then there's tons of bats, tons of stretch equipment, tons of workout equipment as Sullivan goes over to first. Not in time. Shuffling off is Tovar. Then you got all the weight equipment. Yes, we bring our own weights. Runner going. This is fouled back out of the ballpark. Actually bounces back on the lights and comes down into the seats. He'll keep his 0-2 count. Sullivan battling here. And everyone's got all their personal things. Looking down the 0-2, and that's a swinging strike three. A foul tip into the glove of Logan Occamy. Back-to-back Ks for Sullivan. Puts a 0 on the board. He strands the runners on. Reading up top 8 coming at you in just a minute. The Fightin's down by 4.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888.
Reading's got some work to do here in the top of the 8th. They're down by 4, but they have the heart of their order, well, the top of their order. Ali Castillo, Jaylen Ortiz, Aldrim Corridor, and then Logan Occamy. Hopefully we get that far into it. Reading just 3 hits tonight. One of them led off the game here. That was Ali Castillo. Phineas Delbonta Smith comes out for another inning of work. Just an inning and a third up under his belt, but he struck out 4 batters so far. As Castillo takes a first pitch ball and then a second pitch strike. Ali with a open stance, looking for momentum to push the ball back where it came from. Said he sends it back into the net behind home plate, 1-2. Reading has just 6 outs in this ball game. Hartford, the home team, will bat last if they need to. Here's the 1-2 to Castillo. Sends it down the first base line. Ranging over is Tolia. He's able to make the play unassisted. And there's one. Here's Jaylen Ortiz. He's 0 for 3 today. The designated hitter in today's contest. Ortiz smacks this down the third baseline, but it's foul as it rolls all the way up and over the tarp. Fans trying to get through the netting. Oh my gosh, how did he stick his hand through the net there? Really can't. You're going to rip it. Up, they got it. Fans always find a way for the best souvenir. As Delbonta Smith comes home, Ortiz takes a swinging strike on an off-speed pitch. Somebody chirping very loud in the stand right in front of me. Excuse me. Here's the 0-2 to Jaylen. Holds below the knees, 1-2. Waiting on deck, Aldrum Corridor. Glove at the waist here for Delbonta Smith. He comes home, and Ortiz goes down on strikes, a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. That is strikeout number 5 for Delbonta Smith. And here is Aldrum Corridor with 2 away. Corridor has walked once in this game. Takes a ball to start off this at bat. And there's ball 2. We'll just start with a base runner here if we can. Keep the line moving. Reading down, no runs on 3 hits. They've made 1 error in the field. Hartford 4 runs on 9 hits. They've had 2 home runs in the contest as Delbonta Smith deals on the outside corner for a strike. Good crowd here at Hartford Dunkin' Donuts Park on a Tuesday night, but it is beautiful. Lots of schools finishing up this week, so I'm looking forward to be back home in Reading with schools out. Corridor goes up the middle, ranging over deep in the hole. Tovar, and he beats him to the bag with the throw. Oh, man. Tough inning for the Fightin' Phils as they go down in order. To the bottom of the 8th we go. We'll see if Sullivan comes back for another inning of work, or maybe we'll go to the bullpen. We'll see. We'll be back in just a second. Fightin's down by 4.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Billy Sullivan back out for another inning of work as he allowed a hit but stranded him on with back-to-back strikeouts in the 7th, so he'll come up in the 8th. Reading just 3 hits tonight as they were sent down in order again by the Hartford Yard Goats, so they'll have the top of the 9th to do some damage, but first Billy Sullivan has to get us out of the bottom of the 8th. He throws to Brenton Doyle here. And Doyle's swing way behind this 94-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. He'll see Doyle, Montano, and Mciver, who have combined for most of the action today, as he gets Doyle to chase a pitch down and away for strike 2. And there it is, some high heat, another 94-mile-an-hour fastball. He goes hot, down low, and back up again, and he gets him on 3 pitches. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Sullivan, 1 out in the 8th, and here is Daniel Montano. He's had a 2-hit day, also a stolen base. First pitch down low. This is just game of one of the 6-game set between these two teams, as we are in Hartford all week long until Sunday. Tomorrow's game, another 7:05 start. It'll be lefty Eric Miller against the righty Michael Bard. Here at Dunkin' Donuts Park, as Sullivan hits the outside corner, there's a strike, 2-1. Montano's first Double-A contest tonight, having that beginner's luck tonight with 2 hits. Run scored, a stolen base, ground ball right side. A diving Vicuna comes up with it. Sullivan's covering, but he can't do anything with it, and better to eat it than throw it away. That's going to go in as a hit. That was certainly deep, and the second baseman did everything he could. Kevin looks a little frustrated there, but I think better than throwing it away, to be honest. And now it sets the Fightin' Phils up for a double play potentially here, as Willie Mciver comes up, though he hasn't had any balls on the ground today. 2 flyouts and a base hit. The catcher takes a first pitch strike. Just tussling above the Mendoza line with a .203 batting average. One ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th, the Fightins trail by 4 to the Rockies affiliate here. Billy Sullivan has an out on the board, a runner on first. He looks over at Montano down there, and he's going to actually throw over there. Not in time, not taking too much of a lead. Now he sets up glove at the chest. Comes home for a called strike. 1-2 here. Sullivan struck out 3 batters in his inning and a third so far. Sees Mciver for the first time tonight. Bounces it over the plate. Good catch by Occamy to keep the runner on first. Actually on first. And now we reset. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on the board. Big swing and a miss. Upstairs off speed by Sullivan, and he gets strike 3. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th. The runner still on first. Here's Daniel Cope. Sullivan comes home just a little bit outside. Montano still on first after singling. Shuffles off the bag. Already had a stolen base in this game. Sullivan's been keeping close tabs on him. This is popped up in the infield. Vicuna coming over. He's going to make the catch at second base, and that'll do it. Sullivan allows a hit, but he strands a runner on. To the top of the 9th we go. Reading has 3 outs. Down by 4 when we get there. Occamy, Occamy, and Sharp in just a minute.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Here we go, top of the ninth here at Dunkin Donuts Park. Your Reading Fightin' Phils trail by 4, but it's Logan Occamy who will start us off as he sends one high in the sky in the infield. The third baseman coming in, Shunk, he makes the catch in fair territory for out number 1. A call to the bullpen as Delbonta Smith hands over the ball after 2 1/3 innings. Nothing across, 5 strikeouts on 32 pitches to Stephen Jones. Here for the ninth, Jones on 1 pitch gets out number 1. And here is Josh Occamy. Reading has just 2 more outs here, down by 4. Occamy's walked twice today, and he takes a first pitch ball. Catcher overthrows Jones. He has to chase the ball around the infield here. Following Occamy is Chris Sharp. Reading's had just 3 hits today, Ollie Castillo with 1 and Guzman with 2. A couple of walks they've gotten on base. They haven't just been able to drive in a run. As Josh takes ball number 2. Jones sets up, gets his grip back behind. Now he comes set in the glove, kicks and fires, and Josh pumps it foul back into the net behind home plate. Josh holds off, ball 3. Any way he can get on base will be a good way to do so. The lefty on righty matchup, the 3-1. Sends back foul, just gets a piece of it. And the count is now full. 1 out here, top of the ninth. The home team, the Yard Goats, will bat at the bottom half only if they need to. Josh sends this one foul again. One out on the board here, top of the ninth. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Josh Occamy, pitch number 7 in the at-bat. Coming in. Josh takes ball 4 below the knees. He's walked 3 times today, and he'll keep the Fightin' Phils alive here. They get a runner on first as he has his 40th walk of the season, tying him for first place in the Eastern League. Here is Chris Sharp with a runner on first and just 1 out. Sharp's also walked once today. He's also struck out and grounded into a double play. Come up with Occamy on first and 1 out, take a first pitch strike. Now he takes a swinging strike to his knee. Pitch is way inside. He bumps back. You can hear the crowd gasp. Sharp's able to get out of the way in time. He stands very close to the batter's box. Takes a deep breath before stepping back in with a 1-2 count. 12 pitches so far here for the closer, Jones. Not a save situation. 3 runs or less, or you pitch 3 innings at the back of the game as Sharp takes a called strike 3 at the knees. And there's out number 2. All eyes on Jack Conley, who's 0 for 3 today. He's got Josh Occamy over on first. Reading down by 4. Jack takes the first pitch. Ball 96, reached by Stephen Jones here. Jones, a 21st round pick in 2019 out of the University of Samford. This is his first season in AA after splitting time in Fresno and Spokane last year. 2 balls, no strikes here to Jack Conley. Takes ball number 3 inside, working here. On deck is Kevin Vicuna. Reading battling here, top of the 9th. 2 outs on the board, but they've got a runner on first. Jack takes ball 4 inside and on 4 pitches. Almost trips over his bat, running down to first. Reading has 2 on and 2 out here for Kevin Vicuna. Trying to keep the line moving here. They only trail by 4. Got 2 pretty good runners on the base paths. And honestly, Vicuna and Guzman have been hitting well the past few days. Not to say that those 8 and 9 guys in the lineup aren't perfectly capable of continuing this frame before we go to the top of the order. Here's Vicuna as he takes the first pitch above the letters. Now we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach and the catcher, Mciver, as they come out here. He's got 2 outs, but he's got 2 runners on. Reading trying to take advantage here. You can see the pitching coach just telling him to calm down. Just get the job done. You're almost there. Working with his catchers to come up with the pitch. Manager Sean Williams down the third baseline, waiting to send his runners home, if possible. Occamy on second and Conley on first. The home plate umpire Tanner Moore, the crew chief, coming out here to break up this meeting on the mound. The pitching coach Blaine Beatty heads back into the dugout. Two runners on, 2 outs. Vicuna with a 1-0 count. Jones, after the meeting on the mound, sends a ball below the knees. 2-0. Three 3-0. 1 pitch away from loading the bases here. Also 1 pitch away from getting out of this frame as the Fightin' Phils trying to mount a comeback here, down by 4 in the top of the 9th. Vicuna thought that was ball 4. He's going to have to stay put. And there is ball 4. Vicuna waits it out. And Jones and the Yard Goats, load the bases on walks. Occamy shifts to third, Conley to second, and Kevin Vicuna walks down to first. It's all on the shoulders of Jonathan Guzman, who's already had 2 out of Reading's 3 hits today. They've certainly had a lot of free passes here and hoping that they can use that to their advantage as Guzzi takes the first pitch strike. Anything that gets Willie Mciver will certainly score a run. Reading has 2 outs here, and they're down by 4. Working hard. Guzzi below the knees, diving back to first is Vicuna. He's safe. That was a ball, 1-1. Above the letters, 2-1. Bases juice with Fightins here, top of the 9th at Dunkin' Donuts Park. Jones battling here. He's now walked 3 batters in this inning. Occamy, Conley, and Vicuna left to right across the diamond. Here's the 2-1 to Guzzi. He fouls it back, 2-2, and Reading down to their final strike here. Crowd getting excited, but I'm getting excited too. An opportunity here for Reading to try to mount a comeback. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. Guzzi pops it up. It's going to be foul coming over Tolia. He can't get to it. It's in the stands, and we'll go again. Everybody's sprinting. Jack Conley's already almost at home. He's going to have to go all the way back here. Good catch by a fan to get that foul ball. And we'll do it again. 2 outs on the board, bases loaded, top 9. Here's the 2-2, and Guzzi strikes out swinging 97 miles per hour with Jones. Reading gets the bases loaded, but they get shut out tonight 4-0 here at Dunkin' Donuts Park for game number 1 as we head into tomorrow's contest, hoping for better results as the team drops game 1 of the series 4-0. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. Emily Messina on the airwaves, and we'll bring you tomorrow night's contest here at 7:05 in Hartford, Connecticut.